If you've ever had a stranger cross the street just to avoid your dog, or if your heating bill dropped to zero after getting your furry companion, then you know exactly what I'm talking about. Welcome to the exclusive club of Tibetan Mastiff owners, where normal dog ownership rules simply don't apply. In this video, you'll discover the top 10 struggles and joys that only Tibetan Mastiff parents truly understand. From shedding apocalypse to hilarious misconceptions about our gentle giants, we'll cover it all. Whether you own one, are considering one, or are just curious about these majestic dogs, stick around. You're in for some eye-opening insights. Let's jump right in. Number 10. The shedding apocalypse. You think you know what dog shedding is? You've seen a golden retriever's fur-nado, right? That's child's play. But what if I told you there's a shedding event so massive it should be named by the National Weather Service? Tibetan Mastiffs blow their coat once a year, and it's not just shedding, it's an exodus of fur. For about a month, you'll be living in a swirling vortex of undercoat so thick you could knit another dog from it. Your vacuum cleaner will beg for mercy, your black clothes will become a permanent shade of beige, and you'll find tumbleweeds of fur in rooms the dog hasn't even entered. My friend Alex once collected enough fur from his Mastiff, Cody, to fill 2 entire pillows. He actually did it. Owners don't just deal with it, they plan their year around it. Number 9. The selective hearing. Ever felt like you were being completely ignored by your dog? Now imagine your dog isn't just ignoring you, but is actively weighing the pros and cons of your command before deciding if it's worth their time. A Tibetan Mastiff's recall is conditional. It's not that they don't hear you, it's that they are processing your request. They look at you, look at the squirrel, look back at you, and you can see the gears turning. Is this command beneficial to the pack's long-term security, or is it a frivolous human whim? My neighbor's Mastiff Bella was once called inside during a light snowfall. She sat down, looked at her owner, and let out a soft woof that clearly meant, "I've considered your request and have denied it." The perimeter needs monitoring. It's not disobedience. It's a business decision. Number 8. The night bark. What if your dog had an internal clock? Not for feeding time, but for a specific job that starts the second the sun goes down. A job that they take more seriously than a Secret Service agent. This is the quintessential Tibetan Mastiff trait. Bred for centuries to guard monasteries and villages at night, their instincts are hardwired. As dusk falls, a switch flips. They become hyper-vigilant, and their bark changes. It's no longer a simple hello. It's a deep, resonant, ground-shaking boom designed to warn predators miles away. A friend of mine, Sarah, said the first time her puppy, Khan, let out his first real night bark, she thought a car had backfired inside her house. New owners quickly learn to apologize to their neighbors in advance. Number 7. The gentle giant myth. Everyone sees these big, fluffy dogs and assumes they are just giant teddy bears. But what if their gentleness has a surprising and sometimes hilarious limit? With their family, Tibetan Mastiffs are incredibly gentle, patient, and loving. They'll let toddlers climb on them and will move with the careful grace of a ballerina to avoid stepping on you. But this gentleness is reserved for their inner circle. Introduce a stranger without proper protocol, and their guardian nature emerges. I once saw a Mastiff named Thor gently nudging a baby bird back to its nest with his giant nose. 10 minutes later, the same dog stood like a stone statue, blocking a delivery driver from setting foot on the porch until his owner gave the all-clear. They aren't just gentle, they are discerning protectors. Number 6. The suspicious nature. Your dog probably barks when someone comes to the door. But what if your dog got suspicious of a new garden gnome, a misplaced chair, or even a plastic bag blowing down the street 3 blocks away? A Tibetan Mastiff's job is to notice anything out of place. And to them, everything is potentially out of place until proven otherwise. Their default setting is suspicion. An owner I know, Mike, spent 20 minutes trying to convince his Mastiff, Yeti, that the new flamingo lawn ornament wasn't an invading demon. Yeti stood 50 feet away, letting out low growls, refusing to come inside until the plastic bird was dealt with. Owning a Tibetan Mastiff means you start seeing your own home through their eyes, a world of potential threats disguised as harmless objects. Number 5. The food negotiation. Think feeding your dog is as simple as putting food in a bowl? What if mealtime was a formal negotiation where your dog might decide they're simply not interested, no matter how hungry they are? Tibetan Mastiffs can be surprisingly picky eaters, especially for their size. They often eat much less than you'd expect and can go on self-imposed fasts. An owner will prepare a beautiful, nutritious meal, and the Mastiff will sniff it, give them a look of profound disappointment, and walk away. One owner told me her dog, Sasha, once refused her kibble for a full day. The next morning, Sasha picked up a single piece, carried it to the living room, dropped it, and stared at it for 5 minutes before finally eating. It's not a meal, it's a performance art piece. Number 4. The independent mind. You've seen dogs who live to please, who hang on their owner's every word. But have you ever met a dog who sees their relationship with you not as master and servant, but as a partnership between two equals? Training a Tibetan Mastiff is unlike training any other dog. They were bred to think for themselves, to make decisions alone in the Himalayas. They don't respond to repetitive, forceful training. They get bored. They see it as pointless. You don't command a Tibetan Mastiff. You persuade them that your idea is a good one. A classic story involves an owner trying to teach fetch. The Mastiff watched the ball being thrown, looked at his owner, and had an expression that said, "You threw it. You go get it. I'll stay here and guard." They learn, but on their own terms. Number 3. The unbelievable laziness. For such a powerful and athletic dog, you'd expect them to need hours of exercise, right? But what if their primary energy-saving strategy was to impersonate a very large furry rug for 18 hours a day? While they have bursts of energy, especially as puppies, adult Tibetan Mastiffs are masters of conserving it. Their philosophy is, why run when you can walk? Why walk when you can stand? And why stand when you can lie down? They will find the coolest spot in the house, often right in a doorway, and become a permanent fixture. One owner joked that his Mastiff's daily exercise consists of moving from the kitchen tile to the hardwood floor in the hallway, with a nap in between. But don't be fooled. This is the calm before the storm of their nightly patrol. Number 2. The personal space invasion. Everyone likes cuddles from their dog. But what if your 150-pound dog didn't just want to cuddle, but truly believed they were a lap dog and would stop at nothing to prove it? Despite their independent nature, they are incredibly loyal and form deep bonds, and they show this affection physically. A Tibetan Mastiff doesn't sit next to you, they sit on you. They don't lean. They collapse their full body weight against your legs. I have a friend whose Mastiff, Moose, insists on sitting on his lap while he tries to watch TV. Moose is 160 pounds. It's a crushing, suffocating, and utterly heartwarming display of love. You haven't lived until you've been pinned to a sofa by a furry boulder who just wants to be close to you. Number 1. The soulful stare. And finally, at number 1. It's not the bark, the size, or the fur. It's a quiet moment that happens every day. What if your dog could look at you in a way that felt like they were staring directly into your soul, understanding you completely? This is the one thing every single Tibetan Mastiff owner talks about. They have an incredibly deep, ancient, and soulful gaze. When they make eye contact, it doesn't feel like a dog looking at its owner. It feels like an old spirit looking at an equal. There's a profound intelligence and awareness in their eyes. They will sit with you when you're sad, watch you with quiet wisdom, and communicate more with a single look than most dogs do with 100 barks. It's in these quiet moments that you realize you don't just own a dog, you are the companion to a truly ancient and noble being. So guys, there you have it. The 10 things only Tibetan Mastiff owners truly understand. If you're part of this amazing club, let me know in the comments which one resonated most. And if you enjoyed this, don't miss 10 things only. Leon Burger owners understand. Find out the quirky and surprising habits that make Leon Burgers so unique. Click the video on your screen now. Thanks for watching. Wagging Wonders, don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring the bell. See you in the next one.